He's a sneaky little bandicoot. He's gonna get you. He's gonna... I'm so sorry. Hello and welcome back, everybody. My name is Kavalech, and let's grab ourselves a nice dose of a deadly nostalgia. Yes, welcome back indeed to Crash Bandicoot 3 Wrapped. Gee whiz. Gee willikers. Oh yeah, who's this? Oh. No need to shout. Jesus Christ, it's a bit rude. Oh.
He was a good fellow.
And now he's dead.
And everything.
The way he says that, he's pretty much saying that he is fully dead.
More reasonable with my minions next time.
Yeah, like that pretty much sounds like we fucking straight up murdered him. Anyway, yes, welcome back. I've been excited for this, I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking forward to just chilling out, playing some Crash Bandicoot with you guys and having a chat and missing the box 20 fucking times in a row. Oh, thank you. Yeah. And it's good to be back. It's good to be back. We have our super belly flop now. I think that's what we got, wasn't it? Yeah, super belly flop. So we are laughing all the way to the laughter lounge. Huh. Yeah, I love these levels, by the way, the medieval levels. What is wrong with me? Like, what actually is functionally wrong with me? What did I just do that for? I don't know if I was trying to double jump, which I haven't got yet. We get now in a bit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, my friends. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you very much. I'm still working on getting a functional PC so that I can bring you guys some older PS2 games and some obviously Nintendo games like Pokemon and stuff. It's gonna take a while, unfortunately, unless I start making like proper bank, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah, it's gonna take a bit, but we'll get there. We'll get there, and it just means we have stuff to look forward to. Like at the end of the day, I plan on doing this channel as long as I can, really. So you know, we're not in a rush, and if you guys are enjoying yourselves and sticking around and we're having laughs and playing good video games, both new and old, then what's the harm? What's the harm? I did that wrong. Oh well. A big thing I don't like about this game as well is the change you used to be able to put them in their underwear, and that was quite funny. But no longer. But yeah, no, the reason I say that is because I'm thinking about when we finally get to fucking Wrath of Cortex and how interesting that's going to be, because obviously it's the ugly stepchild of the older Crash games. I still think it's a good game, to be honest. I think it deserves a remaster. To be honest, with a remaster they could take out any of the little kind of quibbles. Quibbles? There's a good word. You know, they just made it feel like these games do. I think it would actually fix a lot of the issues with that game, and obviously cleaned up the whatchamacallit, the load times and shit like that, you know. Bam, 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 bam. Now hold on, do this first. Huh, and then I fucking missed. I missed! Well, that's how that fucking goes, apparently. Already, really? Only episode 2 and we're already starting to fall off the fucking handle. But yeah, I think oh, now maybe if I went back and played it now, I'd be like, nah, actually this game is just fucking shit. But I think it's not the worst game in the world, and it deserves a remaster. Same with, well, Spyro the Year of the Dragon obviously is fundamentally unfinished in a lot of ways. But, that being said, what is there isn't the worst. And with a nice little touch-up, and maybe they could, you know, put a little bit of loving in. If they were to turn around and say, we have remastered Spyro Year of the Dragon, okay? But we've added in any of the cut content or things that were meant to happen, or, you know, we've also added in like an extra world or a few more enemies, you know. We've put some love into the game, basically. People would eat that fucking shit right up. Like, so much. They would eat that shit right up. I'd eat that shit right up. I would be on it. And if it was like, you know, Toys for Bob or whatever doing it, I think at this stage they've proven themselves. Now, I don't agree with pre-ordering too much. I will pre-order sometimes, I will say. I'm not infallible. I do it. You know, I have to be honest. I'm always only ever honest with you guys. I do fall into the trap sometimes of being so excited for a game, especially a From Software game, that I tend to pre-order. Not immediately, mind you. I usually wait a bit and see kind of where the discourse is going on the game. Hang 'em high. I love these levels. But yeah, it's one that I potentially would turn around and say, holy shit, I'm so excited for this. And if they showed good videos and stuff, I'd be like, yeah, I'll support this and pre-order it. You know, pre-orders aren't inherently evil in terms of, you know, if they don't carve off parts of the game and shit to say, oh, we're selling this as a pre-order bonus. Like, if they give you a little bonus for it, sure. But it's a tough one. It's a very tough discussion because, obviously, it's very easy to get burned by pre-orders, by games that don't live up to what they claim to be, and it's happened a hell of a lot. I mean, Jesus, just look at No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk 2077, even some newer games. Like, there's been a fucking metric ton of games that have burned people by them pre-ordering and it not being as, you know, good on release. Some of these do fix themselves eventually, but I don't think that's a good enough excuse to say, you know, oh, that makes it better. It doesn't make it better. In fact, it makes it worse, because why couldn't you have done that beforehand? You know? It's not very consumer-friendly of you, is it? You bastards. But I have to admit, as I say, I will fully put my hands up and admit that I not fall into the trap, but I do get swept up sometimes in games, or certainly things from like FromSoft and everything, that I'm like, oh, I love them, and they do always have good quality. So I end up pre-ordering, and that's... I love how this just became a discussion on fucking pre-orders, by the way. That's something that, you know, I have to live with myself. It's my own decision. I'm an adult, and if it fucks up one day, I will be burned, and that will be me saying, right, I'm never letting that happen again, if you know what I mean. You know? I certainly will be saying, right, okay, I won't let them fool me. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, type of thing, you know? Touch wood so far, and I kind of say it every time, which is funny too. Every time I say, oh, is this going to be the time that From Software, unfortunately, fucking loses my trust and, you know, delivers a rough product. Yeah. But anyway, the whole point of this was me saying, if they were to turn around and say that Toys for Bob or something, well, mainly Toys for Bob, because I think they really are a very good developer. If they said, oh, they're going to be doing a Spyro the Dragon, Year of the Dragon remake, where they're adding in new levels and they're, you know, really kind of polishing it to a fine sheen, I would potentially say, right, we'll take my money, and if it helps, you know, show that there is love and support for that game, excellent. Now, I still also disagree with them holding games hostage like that by saying, oh, you know, there wasn't enough support for X game, or this isn't Crash 4, I shouldn't do this. There wasn't enough support for X game, so it obviously doesn't deserve any more remasters or any new games. I think that's such fucking bullshit to hold a game hostage like that. Especially since a lot of the time it's not even fucking a realistic standard. It's literally like, oh, it needs to sell 6 million games or else it's failed. Well, not 6 million, but you know what I mean. They hold it to a very high metric, which, you know, is fine, but unfortunately, I just think it's bullshit, to be honest. And it's almost what happened to Onimusha. They were pretty much saying there's going to be no more Onimusha when the Warlords remake came out, because it didn't do that great. Which was such a fucking... Like, somebody like me who absolutely loves the games, I remember being like, oh, fuck. Nice. Nice start. I remember being like, shit, because I bought the game, I pre-ordered it, and I loved it. and was excited to maybe see some more remakes or a potential new game. And it was looking like we weren't going to get that because of the poor sales. And now, my version of poor sales and their version of poor sales are two very different things. But, you know, they were saying, well, due to poor sales, we won't be remastering any of the rest, or that's it now, like, there's no more Onimusha gonna happen, type of thing, you know? And I remember being so sad. But, I don't know, something happened behind the scenes, and they obviously decided, right, we'll give this another shot, and luckily enough, fuck. Well, we got the gem anyway, that's good. Good enough for me, as long as I get the gem, that's fine. I could have gotten that there, but I chickened out of the other boost pad. Oh well, doesn't matter. I like these levels anyway, they're kind of chill. And, yeah, whatever happened behind the scenes, I think it was a lot of people pretty much outcrying for it. There was a lot of kind of discourse online of people saying, oh, please, please, we want more Onimusha, and signs on it. They just decided to bring it back in a major way by announcing a new game, which shocked everybody. Certainly shocked me. I remember being like, wait, what? We're getting a new Onimusha game? And then obviously they shadow announced, well no, it's not shadow announced, they just announced, I suppose. They announced, oh, and by the way, we're also remastering 2. And hopefully 3, who knows? I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if there's any copyright issues with, what's his name? Jean Rene, is that his name? The French actor. But hopefully not. Hopefully there's no issue there, and we can get a remaster of that too. That'd be, as they say, wunderbar. I don't know what people's complaints are about these levels. I know they're not the easiest in the world, but I mean, they're certainly not that difficult. I mean, that was quite easy. You know, it was quite easy. And a lot of people tout that level as the hardest one because of the way the level layout is, but that was rather easy, to be honest. Now, potentially to get the platinum, now that's a different, get the platinum relic, but I won't be going for platinums, so I don't give a fuck. Dingo Dial, have you got anything to say?
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
The name, and Uka and Cortex gave me orders to bring the crystals to them during the Ice Ages.
Crikey.
Give me the goods and shove off, or I'll roast yous.
Crikey. Rover's on the roof. What a funny little character. The first character to curse in a Crash game, I believe. Not in this game, but in Crash 4. I believe he says, bastards. He also forgets how to do an Australian accent in that game half the time, but that's neither here nor there. We're not in the bayou now, Mal. And you're like, excuse me? I don't believe that was correct. I love these Egyptian levels. They're really cool. There's just something very vibey about them. The one thing I will say about Crash 3 is that they did nail a lot of the vibes with the whole going to different kind of time zones and everything. Eras, I believe. Some people say, oh, maybe they shouldn't have repeated the eras so much, but yeah, I didn't think it was too egregious. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, so that's my thoughts anyway on why I want a Spyro fucking Enter the Dragonfly remake. Now, I will say, if you were to say to me, right, you can either get a Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, or whatever the fuck that game is called. I've said it about 5 times now, I can't remember. But you can either get that, or you can get a brand new Spyro game. You know, that's kind of maybe open world and, you know, really kind of pushes the envelope on what a Spyro game is. 1000% I'm going to say, well, I'll have the new Spyro game, please. But you know what I'd really love? Both. Both would be nice. Monkey. Yeah, you're all fucking great until you fucking don't have your thing anymore. Oh god! Thank you so much. Yeah, I would like both. Both would be good. Woo. One thing I would really love is a Jak and Daxter fucking reboot or new game. Preferably a new game, to be honest, but I wouldn't mind an old reboot or something like that. Would be interesting, maybe. I don't think I can get everything in this level, can I? No, I don't believe I can, because I don't have the gem. You bastards. Thank you. Whoop. But yeah, I would love that. I fucking would just love more Jak and Daxter. There will be more Jak and Daxter on the series, on the channel, by the way. That was potentially going to be what I played next. I was going to play some Jak 2, but then I decided, you know what? No, I'm still kind of recovering from when I was really sick there, coughing and everything. You can still hear me coughing now and again. But on top of that, I also just, I don't know. It's just. I won't bore you with details, but this has been some kind of shit going on, and I just wanted a fun little video game, you know. And I think I'm entitled to that. It's my own fucking channel, you bastards. What are you going to say about it, you listen to me, you flaming bastard. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't think I can get everything in this level. Oh well. But yeah, so that'll be a series to come up at some stage. I also want to do our first non-collected gem. How's that? I also want to do the Blades of Fire game. I wanna play that, the new game. I don't know whether to do a series on it, like a Deadly Chat, or whether to do it live stream. In fact, and this may date this recording session, but I may put it to you guys in a poll. I haven't done a poll in a while. I was about to say a polar, but this isn't polar. This is the tiger. What's his name again? Oh shit! What's the fucking tiger's name? What the fuck is his name? Hold on, I need to Google this. I apologize, but I'm tiger's name in Crash. Tiger's name in Crash. Tiny Tiger. No, not Tiny Tiger. Pora. That's it. Pora. Poor tiger. The poor tiger. Anyway, my terrible Mayor Quimby impression. Wow, that completely derailed me. What was I saying? Polar. I think something about polar. I can't fucking remember now. I completely derailed my train of thought there by not remembering the fucking tiger's name. Whoop. It was probably some fucking load of bollocks anyway. Let's be completely honest. I love how. Oh fuck! I also distracted myself there and jumped off the side. Excuse me. Let's go! Woohoo! I'm just fucking up completely now because I've completely thrown my train of thought off. That's all I have to say to that. I fucking just apparently had a stroke. But yeah, no, there's shit going on, and I won't bore you with the details. I think this is what I was talking about. I'm not sure, but oh yes, I'm gonna put it to a poll. That was it. I remember now, and I fucking missed the box because I'm talking about polls. But yeah, I'm gonna put it to a poll to you guys whether you want to see. I believe I hit that, but whatever. I'm gonna put it to a poll to see if you guys want to see the Blades of Fire game live in a live stream, because it was quite fun to do that game live, I have to say. So do you guys want to see it live, or do you want to see a Deadly Chat kind of version? I know I got a comment on Twitter, well, X, but Twitter, saying they were disappointed that I had done the First Impression series, but then didn't continue playing the game, because apparently when you continue the game, it doesn't hold up as well. It's a mixed bag. So I'm actually curious, and I may potentially do a second video on it in terms of a second kind of, not what in the world video, but something, a discussion topic maybe on it, about how obviously my series, What in the World, is, you know, a first impression. And so unfortunately, if a game becomes wretched afterwards, obviously I will try my best to be informed of that, and I will say people are discussing the later half of the game being not great, and I'll potentially maybe try and play a bit further in that regards and do a bit more. Hold on, let this guy talk. Now you've gone and done it. He actually doesn't say a lot in this game, funnily enough, Dingo Dell. That's quite funny. I never realised how much he doesn't talk. I'm gonna make toast. For such a character that is so loved, he actually really doesn't say a whole lot. You know, it's quite funny. Also, I'm just gonna completely abuse his Crash's jump to make a fucking fool out of this boss, as you can see. But yeah, you know, it's a first impression series, and fuck, I didn't hit him in time. It's a first impression series, and maybe it's up to me to sometimes do a little bit more due diligence. Now I'm just being stupid in that regards, you know, and make sure that all of the information I gather about a game tells people exactly about the game. But at the moment, I can only kind of give you my first impressions because, well, it's a first impression series. I would always say, and this is my thing, I would always say to use my videos as a, not a be-all end-all, but as a part of a healthy breakfast. But like as a part of, you'll soon be up against much worse, you fucking cow. Crash Bandicoot. Oh. Yay! Another one bites the dust, as they say. But yeah, I would say of all of my videos, and also other people's videos, and all content in regards to if you want to buy a game or not, you know, don't just use one. Use more than one. And that's not to say that you can't just look at one and say, oh yes, that definitely looks like something I want to play. But if you're in any way unsure about a game, absorb media about it. Obviously try not to be spoiled if you don't want spoilers, but you know, try and look up as much about a game as possible before you put your money down, because some of these games are very expensive, you know. And my series is a first impressions coming from somebody who's played a lot of games, who knows kind of the ins and outs and things like that, yes, but is by no means perfect, and obviously can only give you my view on things. I can objectively show you parts of the game and say the options menu is good, it's got good accessibility features, it runs well, the gameplay is fluid or fun or chunky or whatever it's meant to be, you know, and I can show you the objective side of things, and I can tell you subjectively then how I feel that I'm enjoying it, or I might play more, or this or that or whatever. But overall, it's a first impression, and so you should definitely look at more videos. Anyway, let's have a look at the next set of levels and then finish up. What a time this was. Dynamite. That's a fun level. I like that level. Deep Trouble. Ugh. It's not too bad, but ugh. High Time. I love that level, even though it's probably one of the harder ones in the game. Road Crash. Great. Look forward to that. And Double Header. That's a fun level as well. That's not a bad warproom either. Not too bad. Not too bad. The plane level is obviously in this one, I think, in this one. Not a big fan of the plane levels, but we'll see. Anyway, for now, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, please like and or subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below any of your thoughts that you have on anything we discussed today. And if you're enjoying the game and just chilling out with me, as I said, this Steadily Nostalgia is definitely a very kind of chill out vibe. And just like you're chit-chatting. Sitting chatting to a mate, you know, and just sitting there and fuck the world and whatever is going on. Let's just play some video games and have some fun. But I hope you did grab a nice dose of Deadly Nostalgia. As I said, I've been Kavalech, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Hold on, do a belly flop. Actually, it's better. Oh, you can't do it from that. Oh, never mind. Ah, fuck me then.